Hartelijk welkom voor onze volgende sessie. Wat kun je allemaal doen met data? Dat willen we natuurlijk allemaal weten en dat hoort u zo meteen van een echte kenner. Ze is Corporate Food and Drink Manager bij Radisson. Graag een warm applaus voor Hilari Voorthuis.
Well, hello everyone. Wow, that's quite loud. My name is Hilari Voorthuis. I'll be talking to you today about data meets hospitality, the possibility of data, the known and the unknown. But before I go into detail, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Well, as you can tell, my last name is Voorthuis, so I'm actually just from across the border. I come from a background of hospitality management, so I've got quite a few years of international experience. As Pascal mentioned, I work for Radisson Hotel Group corporate office in EMEA, in Brussels actually, and I've been with the company for about 4 years. So we oversee 200 plus hotels, restaurants and bars across EMEA. But to tell you a little bit more about the company, so Radisson Hotel Group is one of the largest hotel companies in the world. We oversee about 1,400 operations worldwide with 7 distinctive hotel brands. Through a master franchise agreement with Radisson Hospitality Inc., based in the US, Radisson Hospitality AB oversees EMEA. So we have about 500 hotels in EMEA. We have 108,000 rooms across 79 countries and 45,000 employees for EMEA. So, there we go. So early 2018, we started our 5-year plan. So it focuses on building a new business strategy and reviewing our operating model. So it's built on 25 initiatives, focusing on portfolio management, brand product, marketing, sales and revenue management, organization, talent and reputation, best systems, cost advantage, and scale. And we always try to focus on this pragmatic, implementable, and scalable levers to optimize our top line and our bottom line. In the end, we really want to drive the pragmatic, the purposeful innovation, the real change, and the good ideas. And how do we ultimately do this? Well, we do this through data. So I'd like to show you a quick video which we think really shows you the possibilities of data. So just bear with me, it's about 2 minutes. And how do I play that?
The Traffic Jam Whopper. We used real-time data to detect our potential buyers in a traffic jam to offer them a Whopper and deliver on the move.
Fernanda, buenos días. Señor Eduardo, buenas tardes.
Ay, qué bello!
Llegaste en chinga, cabrón. Me cagaba de hambre.
Our media was 100% dynamic, promoting our service only in high congestion zones. By leveraging traffic and drivers' real-time data, we adjusted our billboards' location and content. The messages displayed information about the remaining time in traffic to order and personalized updates about deliveries in progress. Also, Waze banner ads and push notifications invited drivers to get a Whopper as soon as they entered our delivery zones. People were able to use voice commands to place the order and avoid tickets. Finally, using the latest Google Maps APIs, our app pinpointed vehicle location and speed in order to deliver for the first time ever to a driver on the move. The delivery zones changed following the traffic live, making our service available when a gridlock was identified, always within a 3-kilometer radius from the restaurants.
Hola Mariana, ¿cómo estás?
Ay, te agarraría besos.
Lo siento, estoy en servicio.
In just 1 week, we increased delivery orders by 63%, and our daily app download rate increased 44 times, becoming the #1 fast food app, surpassing McDonald's, Domino's, and Starbucks in Mexico. Coming soon, Los Angeles, San Paulo, and Shanghai. The Traffic Jam Whopper.
Enjoy the traffic jam.
Well, if that doesn't explain how to use data, I don't know what does, because I saw this last week from a colleague of mine, and I thought, that's brilliant. Why don't we do that, you know? But what is big data in the end anyway? So we are using all of the tools available to us to analyze that big data. And if you think about it, there's 5 billion people in the world that have mobile devices, and over half of those are smartphones. If you think about it, that's 833 bits of data a day. And if you consider a typical 250-room hotel, you translate that, that's 200,000 bits of data that's available to us to understand consumer behavior. If we think about it, we describe data in so many different ways. And on a day-to-day business, if we use that data to really map out the journey, it's potentially endless opportunities there. So in other words, using the information that customers are already generating through these different channels, we can provide better and more targeted and ultimately more profitable services and products. So if we look at how Radisson Hotel Group uses this, so we have the traditional methods of, for example, collecting data through desk chats, through email, through phones. But if we also apply the modern use of data, such as now through social media and through OTAs, we can really create personalized experiences. So 5 ways that we can benefit from using data. Just to put that into some subtopics here. We have, for example, revenue management. If we introduce, for example, dynamic pricing in all areas of our business, we can really profit from that in the end of the day. If we look at targeted marketing, so if you think about it, everybody nowadays has issues trying to be 100% compliant in GDPR. So of course we're dealing with that, but in the end we still want to do that targeted marketing. There's customer experience, so in-stay feedback, guest communication, request management, competition scouting, and of course in the end of the day artificial intelligence, so for example using bots. And by enabling these smart decisions, we can make new product developments, optimize our offers, reduce time and cost. And we read, not the other day, but McKinsey & Company estimated that implementing personalization can boost your revenues by 10 to 15% and reduce your cost by 15 to 20%. So the opportunities are endless in this case. But due to the huge amount of information that travelers generate, in the end, big data is a natural partner for the hotel sector. We live in an area of constant connectivity, and guests have this very high expectation to demand personalized experiences. So in a hotel company, we can utilize this data to provide that personalized experience. So for example, selling the right room at the right time, choosing your room type, the mobile data and mobile apps that we have, email and web remarketing, energy and utility management even, and if you consider it even weather analysis, so how will that influence your occupancy, for example. We win customers by aligning these needs and building internal consensus and collapsing those data silos. But it's such a complex environment, so you really need to find the right tools and systems to understand that data and to put it into a way that we can all use it. So we'll be focusing, well, there's 4 main pillars really that we can use, and which we focus on as well, which is identifying your strengths and weaknesses, first of all. What does that mean? Well, for example, if a hotel knows most people come to it because of its location. They can heavily market that to maximize the appeal. So through, for example, cookies, ads, CEO, in order to respond to that. We can improve our occupancy. So in this case, we can provide the opportunity to increase our efficiency. So for example, if we accurately predict the demand for rooms that we can price accordingly and then turn that into a nice profit. They also know when to lower their rates, just enough that we can fill in our rooms. Of course, understanding the customer needs, that's also one of the bigger points. We want to gain that deeper understanding of exactly what a customer needs. So venues profit from understanding that, and we can use that to personalize or to adjust our offers. Reach the right audience at the right time using location-based marketing. So for example, like what Burger King did, that was a brilliant way of using location marketing. But the more technologies hotels use, the more data becomes available to us. In the end, it's so valuable for our hotel property owners and through our sales managers that when we learn to organize, analyze, and apply the right hotel data, you can, well, create better guest experience. Like I mentioned before, book more rooms and group events, outsmart your competition because ultimately we're all competing, and in the end, grow your bottom line. So there was a study done by the National Restaurant Association that said that regular customers can contribute almost to, well, to put a couple figures to it, 51% of your sales in fine dining restaurants, 63% of sales at family dining restaurants, 64% at casual dining restaurants, 68% at fast casual, and 71% at quick service restaurants. So if you think about it, using that and understanding the marketing pitfalls, particularly in the areas where it's where your competitors are way ahead. So in this case, for the hospitality, for the hotel industry, that's restaurant industry, we can really move way ahead, and we can try and be on top of that, ultimately reach our targets. So how we do it in the end is through visionable, actionable, and profitable levers. Thank you very much.
Nog een warm applaus voor Hilari. Actually, you do speak Dutch, don't you?
I do, but
Yes.
English comes more naturally. So.
Okay, I see. Well, are there any more questions in English or even in Dutch? It's possible.
Yeah, I can try in Dutch. Yeah.
Zijn er nog vragen? Dat is nu het moment. Maybe one question for me. Can I ask you, how old are you?
I'm 26.
26. You're quite young to be in that business and already that high.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Well, as you may know, our company's gone through a lot of change, and I started as an intern. And from there, I went on to coordinator and to manager, and that's also not only because I do the job well.
Yeah.
But
And you work hard.
I work hard.
And you're a woman.
Yes! If that's not woman empowerment, I don't know what is.
Okay.
No, but there was, as you may know, our company's been bought twice in the last 3 years. So the opportunities to change is really there, and that's what we're trying to do now.
Yes.
And my team is actually very small, so
Yes.
we're only 3 people under the department,
Yes.
and we're overseeing all EMEA. So I guess they saw something in me that can actually deliver that.
It is a
that
nice
5-year plan.
story, and I wish you all the luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Nog een warm applaus. Hilari Voorthuis. Wij beginnen hier om 12 uur exact, om 5 voor 12, onze volgende sessie. En dat is SD Works en online werkrooster. En de gasten die komen spreken zijn dat degenen die we hier zien? Ja, Steve Rosseel en Niek Gijs over het belang van data natuurlijk. Want dat willen we allemaal de sleutel van kennen. Dus ik zie je graag terug om 10 voor 12 hier voor onze volgende sessie. Tot zo meteen.